hard to time it.
What are you doing?
Panda! 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 Panda!
Best day of my life. What's that? Thanks, bro. I can feel the burn. I can feel it everywhere.
Mostly in your crotch?
Yeah, kind of. To this region right here.
I know you guys just think I'm his body double, his stunt double, but I'm a different person. My name's Silent Mike. Even though we look very, very similar, I am different.
Here we go! Yeah! 80!
Six!
Here we go!
Hey, we can each count one.
Here we go!
Come on! Squeeze it! Big rock! Come on! Find your pace! Yeah, come on!
Get ready.
Come on! Here we go! Come on out! Let's go! Good, big breath! Last one, let's go! Drop it back into it!
Good work.
Good work, everybody! Good job, guys!
I don't know why I do this shit. It all hurts so bad. Time to go home. Oh yeah! What? This is Mark Bell from Super Training Gym. Super Training Gym, the freaking strongest gym in the West. We have some of the Denovo Nutrition people coming in the gym. And we got little Joey jumping all over him. Look at that. Hey now.
So you never hugged me or you like that.
Asian girl with two. Never mind. Let's not even. We shouldn't talk about.
I never
that.
saw her hug Dan that way either.
You know, all these nutrition people. There's people all around. I know these guys are really good at what they do. They have a good company and stuff. But no one can help me with my fatness. I'm just so fat. Like last night, well, actually 2 nights ago, I bought 4 things of Ben & Jerry's, 2 Tonight Doughs, 1 halved bake, and 1 fish food. And then I was out of them last night.
I was gonna say, did you save a Tonight Dough for tomorrow?
No, I didn't. I didn't save any of them. I ate like all of them. Me and my brother had a little celebration of finishing up filming everything, and so we had an ice cream celebration.
So you had 2 and Boar had 2?
No, I think he had like half of one and I had like 3.
Oh, fair.
So how do we, is there anybody out there that, can somebody help, I guess is what I'm saying.
Can anybody hear me?
Is there like an 800 number, 1-800-I'm-fat?
Yeah.
1-800-I'm-a-fat-fuck?
I know, I see a lot of lipo companies up on billboards and stuff. Maybe they could help?
Just so you guys know what's going on at home, as we're speaking about this, Mike is downing some Milky Way.
But because
and I'm being a fake over here with my post-workout carbohydrate protein mix.
Yeah, just because I worked out, though, I figured that 2 mini Milky Ways...
You figured wrong, buddy.
Yeah,
that's going right to your stomach.
I figured it would go straight to the peaches, right? The hashtag peaches. If you guys agree, just give me a hashtag peach in the fucking comments.
This is a horrible workout in this day. Silent Mike's got some programming going on from Jeremy Hamilton, and it's just been absolutely rotten. It's like 1 week feels okay, and the next week feels so bad.
1 set feels okay, and then 1 set feels bad.
Yeah.
And that's why the Milky Way's come into play.
It's just a lot of work overall.
Whack.
About how much weight do we use on this week? About 80% or so?
Yeah, I think we're probably 20 to 35 pounds over 70%. So, depending how strong you is.
I felt like 83. It felt like 83%.
Yeah, 82.3. But then my glycogen levels tapered a little bit. But then protein synthesis and cortisol came into play. So
there's that fake motherfucker right there.
If Smokey had half the muscle that Brett Gibbs had, he'd be the strongest guy in the gym.
He would be wonderful, but instead he's pitiful.
He's useless. The only thing he's good for is the Milky Ways that I steal from his desk.
Joey banging out them squats.
Why she look so angry all the time?
She's so mobile. You ever just see her just like sitting there like in between sets, like writing shit down or texting?
Yeah. All these chicks kind of are.
Her like butt's on the ground. She's just in like a full squat position.
I think
I didn't really get to meet this girl. What's her name? Do you know?
I don't know, but I know she's
Son
very
of a
strong.
bitch.
They're all very strong. She's from Montana. I remember that.
Oh, Montana.
Yeah, I remember that.
I like Montana because whenever you see a sign for something, it's actually there. It says like airport, and then there's the fucking airport.
There's nothing else around it.
It's not a big trick like when you're in LA trying to find LAX. You see an airport sign. How long do you have to follow it for?
Yeah, too many roads.
And even in Montana, you can park. I saw people park their car and go inside, leave their car on, park their car outside the airport, and go inside and get whoever they're waiting for, and then bring them back to their car.
Yeah.
It's like, no, what other state can you do that in?
Oh, now we're going pantsless. My man Ryan Doris.
Wow.
Really trying to show me and Mark up.
We're supposed to have rules about all this, I thought.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess you can't really stop them when they're that strong.
So when people are always talking about low and high bar and stuff like that, you start looking at some of these guys. These guys they've kind of mastered it. Look how the weights are, I don't like to use this word, but cocked back into their hands. The weights are in their kind of fingertips. The wrist is cocked back. The weights are just in the right spot, and they also have the bar very low, but then they also have huge quads. So it's not something that you may be able to do your first few weeks of squatting. Sometimes there's just find a comfortable spot and just start going till you get more comfortable.
Yeah, it'll depend on a lot of different factors. You know, how big your shoulders are, how tight your shoulders are, and then also how long your torso is and how long your femurs are. The longer the femur, the longer the torso. You might have to get a little bit more body lean going into it. Callie's got kind of a smaller torso. She gets her knees a little bit more forward. She can stay a little bit more upright.
I'm not into guys or anything. You know that, right?
I'm not 100% sure.
I was going to say, but those black dudes have really nice shoulders.
Yeah, they're jacked. LS, I think, successfully benched around 500 pounds in competition.
That's just insane. What does he weigh, 190 something?
Yeah,
Isn't it like 193 is a weight class?
Yeah, he competes at
Silent Mike will
205.
never be able to make that weight class anymore.
Yeah, 205, and then Ryan Doris, I think, is somewhere.
Are you going to be able to make the 205 weight class even?
No, not right now.
God damn.
But what I figured is I'll just
The
jump.
super heavy?
I'll just jump that and go back down to 165.
You have to diet down to the super heavyweight class.
Yeah, I'm not the only one in this gym. How sad is that?
Oh my God.
Smokey's form, the way we check his deadlift form being correct or not, is how many hairs are missing from his leg. You know that he's kind of like mowed the lawn, and his fucking bar path has been perfect.
Yeah, he's got some. He's very fuzzy. He's very furry.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen Planet of the Apes, but he has a starring role in that one.
What have you been working on with Smokey? I know his you're working on his form, but like what specifically? I hear you yelling kind of the same thing at him every set and every rep. Almost.
Yeah, Smokey had a bad habit of breathing into his chest, which I think is very, very popular with people, and kind of our.
I think I still do that sometimes,
Yeah,
and I almost blow my head off.
Yeah, our thorax, kind of that mid back and upper back is pretty mobile, and when people complain about back rounding and this and that, Mark said this for years. That
Thorax.
Isn't it a thorax? I believe.
Sounds like you have a really bad lift.
Yeah, ASS or ACE.
My ass is Thor.
The upper back can move a little bit often in the squat and deadlift, and it's not going to be that big of a deal. So when we breathe up in there, we can really isolate that, but that's not really the goal. The goal is to kind of keep the gut and the low back as tight and rigid as we can to kind of transfer the power from our legs into the bar. So if you're breathing into kind of your belly butt, or in Smokey's case, more of his belly gut. Belly button. Belly button, and I was already thinking about
belly butt.
And I was already thinking about Smokey's fupa. If Smokey would breathe into his fupa area, I like to think about breathing underneath my belt.
So you're saying breathe into your puss, male, female, doesn't matter.
Yeah, the puss will set you free.
So I'd imagine some people to be able to inhale more than others into their vagina.
If you happen to have a fat puss, guy or girl, then yeah, you could potentially be a little more rigid.
This girl has a lot of things crossed out on her shirt. Are they not spelled correctly, or what's going on here?
I don't know if yesterday doesn't matter and tomorrow doesn't matter. Is that what we're getting at?
Today is a gift because it's the present? You ever heard that before?
But what about tonight, though?
The Tonight Dough. The Tonight Dough is fantastic. It has peanut butter cookie dough in it. It has cookie dough in it, and then it has chocolate chip cookie dough in it, and then it has
brownies. I think too.
Brownie
right?
dough.
Yeah, it's probably the best.
That's a lot of dough doughs.
It's Jimmy Fallon, right?
Yeah,
I think he's the best late night guy, and I also think he's the best ice cream guy.
He knows his ice cream.
The other guy has ice cream too, right?
Did he come up with it, you think, or did somebody just...
I'd like to give him the credit because
We gotta look it up.
Colbert has his own ice cream, and that's not as nearly as good.
His ice cream's gross.
It's not nearly as good.
You hear that, buddy? Your ice cream's disgusting.
Yeah, Mr. Colbert, fuck you. Mr. Fallon, if you want to give us a Ben and Jerry's scholarship, we're not going to say no.
Filipino Thunder has run into a very common problem that happens amongst lifters.
Being too goddamn handsome.
He's too goddamn good looking. That happens a lot here at Super Training Gym.
Me and Mark have been through it.
Oh, we've all been down that road.
Yeah.
Everybody except for that. Disgusting.
Speaking of big puss.
Why is he upside down? Where's our cameraman? That just hurt my head.
I'm leaving.
Are we allowed to talk about BBC strength, or should we just avoid that topic altogether?
I don't even watch because those shorts are too short. You don't know when something's going to pop out. And
I hate this guy. He's so good. He's
just
so
wait
strong.
till 3D YouTube's ready, and you guys are going to go with the show of your life.
For a surprise.
Yeah, he gets in a great position. He's like 6'3", 260, and he gets in a better sumo position than any of us.
Yeah. A lot of that has to do with like how you're built. Like he's got huge quads, so he's able to really squat those weights up. Look at the fisherman's cap. You got to admire that.
He knew Sacktown was about to be hot. He came in gangster. Zima there also was like a D1 athlete. You know, he played soccer for a long time. You know, athletics, just body control, body position. They carry over to every sport. He would probably be great at football. He probably would have been good.
His pants right there, Marcus.
Yeah, was his face so puffy? He is handsome, but
what I was going to say is Marcus competed in meet. He missed body weight. He struggled with a few things in the contest. Just kind of had a weird mistake happen on the squat. The weight was loaded a good 40 pounds more than what he asked for. We don't know where the mistake happened really, but sometimes things like that happen in competition. And he was able to recover from that and still do okay in the meet. But whether you do well in a contest or not, or whether you do poorly, it's really hard to figure out kind of what to do next. And Filipino Thunder is kind of in that, we call it post-meet blues, because you're excited to work out, you really want to get back to training. You understand, you have a good understanding of what you need to do. However, you can't just start doing it. You have to really wait. You have to wait for it to come to you rather than you trying to pursue it too hard. Otherwise, you're going to run into injuries. And he's been frustrated as of late because he's a little banged up. So this week, we had him slow things down quite a bit. Not on this week that you're seeing here, but this week, I finally convinced him to slow things down. And hopefully, he'll get headed back in the right direction again.
Yeah, not that you have to be super picky and anal about everything you do in the gym, but that's where something like blocking things out with maybe a year-long goal, a 6-month goal, and then a 3-month goal, and then break that down into months or weeks will really come into play. You know, if you don't need to compete or have to compete coming up, maybe you shouldn't be handling over 80%. You know, it's just more likely to get injured, more likely to tire you out. Jam it, go. Hit it.
Panda.
God damn, so handsome. I'm trying to take on the mindset of a Russian. I don't think they really dance in the gym, but at least they're calm in the gym, right?
Yeah, I don't know if they're this calm.
Maybe this is a Cali lifter thing. Maybe I can make it a trend.
This is more clown-like than calm.
Clown lift.
Oh,
I'm twerking.
Popping that peach.
Dano got it on the fucking GoPro.
Dan's gross. What's he doing back there?
I don't know. I think he tried to probe me with it. You're gross too. Look at you.
No.
Why is everyone on the peach?
Me. That's not me.
We'll call those the peach cam. Both of you guys are peach camming it back there.
Trying to get a good photo of your shirt, okay?
Yeah, the peach cam. Hashtag peach cam.
Why are these guys so strong?
Dude, they're both beasts. I think they both squat well over 600 pounds.
You can see him kind of leaning into the squat a little bit there. Strength is never a weakness, and that is it from Super Training Gym. This is Mark Bell from Super Training Gym. Super Training Gym, the strongest gym in the West. And we have a special guest here today, Ryan Doris. Is that the right name? Did I get it right?
That's it. You got it right, man.
Jesus, how often do I get it right, Mike?
Never.
Pretty much never.
It's an easy name.
Yeah.
That's like an Irish name. It's kind of ironic.
Yeah.
But Ryan Doris.
Kind of rhymes with Chuck Norris. Maybe you're related somehow. Maybe not.
Maybe 5 times.
So you just competed at the Arnold this year, right?
Yeah, just Arnold, the one you sponsored actually.
Yeah.
The Saturday meet. I did pretty well. I was in the 93s there. I took second. I finished.
Let's talk numbers, buddy. What'd you lift?
Okay.
How much you bench?
That's my worst lift.
All right. What'd you squat?
So my squat, I finished.
No excuses. Don't give me the powerlifting rundown. Oh, you know they grabbed the weight from me because I double dipped it or.
292 and a half, 645.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's right.
645.
645 is my last one.
645 in the squat.
645 squat.
193 pounds. That's awesome.
Little guy, big spot.
Bench. Where we end up in the bench?
395 on my bench.
395. That's a good bench.
Yeah, it's a good bench.
What do you think your struggles are in the bench? You said you feel it's your worst lift. What do you think?
So I come from a track and field base, so I really just started training like upper body late. So I have like a decade of lag on volume on my upper body.
So more track than actual field, maybe.
All triple jump.
You ran, okay.
All
triple
jumper.
jump,
So I did all plyos. I've squatted for years now.
Not much upper body stuff, but you look pretty jacked.
Not much at all. I mean, just
you know.
A little something.
And then where we end up in the deadlift?
Deadlift, I actually missed my last one. So I think 630 I had for my last one. I missed it.
So a 633 squat, a near 400 pound or 633 deadlift. You said
right. 645.
645 in a squat and a near 400 pound bench.
Right.
That ain't too shabby. And where'd you finish overall in the meet?
Second.
So you lost to your training partner?
My training partner and my own athlete. Like we sponsor him.
What the? Are you gonna have to?
I can't work and keep up with my own guys. It's getting like my time deficit is, and I still don't have any kids or a wife or anything.
I'm trying to think of some tricks I've used over the years. This will work. Try this. Tell them that you have a whole new plan, whole new system, and start feeding them these like crazy workouts.
Okay.
And tell them that tell them it came from Russia. If you say it was like an old Russian training method that's been a secret for a long time.
Right.
Say Milanichev uses it. That'll hold some weight. And just have him do that for a while.
So essentially, I give him.
You're trying to injure him, though. Let's be clear.
With the wrong advices.
The wrong advice, like Margaret said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's awesome having you here. What are you guys
man.
doing? What's this nutrition company you
So
guys are with?
Denovo Nutrition. So a lot of you guys know from our pre-workout that we have. We came out with probably two years ago.
Who doesn't love pre-workout, man? I love getting fired.
Right. So the pre-workout we have is called Utopian. So I know like some of your members in here take it. So it's actually not like a regular pre-workout.
Right.
It's a more like the nootropic side of things. And
Not
so
just a ton of caffeine or something.
No, so it's 200 milligrams a serving.
Right.
And it's got huperzine, acetylcholine, and L-Dopa. And so it's simple 4 ingredients. So what it does, I usually use it towards the end of deadlift when my mind is just fucked. And so I just go in and I'm just like, you know what, like
it's hard. The last deadlift of the day.
It is.
After all
And
those other
so the
lifts you did for the
formula
day.
itself, it's legal, but it feels sort of like a low dose Adderall.
Well, that's important in the USAPL.
That's all. That's man
Right.
for you've seen nonsense happen.
Yeah. All kinds of people getting busted for taking weird shit, right?
For nothing. So actually Lane was the first one who tried it at Worlds. So after we kind of tested on him. So after he passed, we were like, it's good.
He's a good guinea pig.
He is the guinea pig.
What else do you guys do with the nutrition company?
So,
you got other supplements?
So
You
yeah,
help
we have
people with
that.
diet
We have our protein. So that's one side. That side kind of came second.
Okay.
Where we started was from programming.
Cool.
So as I just mentioned, Lane Norton, he's one of our guys we do programming with. LS, me.
So it's important for people that are watching this to kind of pay attention to that. Think about what he just said for a second. They started out by helping people. Obviously, there's some monetization involved. Everybody needs to make money for their time. But the point is, they started out by wanting to help people. Then they moved into products and stuff like that later
when
on.
there was a demand for it,
Right.
essentially.
Cool.
So, and so that's still our base, you know. So even us being here, it's not about making money. We just say, this is a gym I see all the time. These are people I know. I saw him at the Arnold. I was like, I think we're going to stop. I think we're going to stop by the gym. So we're here and just showing some love, lifting some weights, man. So.
Yeah, it's awesome to have you here. And you guys are going on a tour, right?
Yeah, so we're going on a tour. So we're going to try our best to make it to Brooklyn without flying. I think we'll make it. So
that's my state, by the way.
Really?
Tell them I said hi.
Oh, Poughkeepsie? Is that right?
Poughkeepsie, New York.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Biggie used to run it, but then unfortunately, right.
Yeah, so we're gonna be going to. So here's our first stop, sort of our kind of relaxed stop with no work, and then we're gonna be going down to Barbell Brigade. We have a stop in Tempe, Arizona, then Austin, Texas, then Atlanta. Then Maryland.
Everywhere. I love it. That's cool.
Yeah, so we're just doing like a little
kind of all seminar based.
Brooklyn,
lifting and nutrition.
That's exactly
and stuff?
what it is. So we've had a string of seminars, and this was more of something we were like, how can I just talk to people and not have them sit there and not have me be here?
Gotcha.
And so what we did, we just basically said, whatever the gym drop-in fee is, we'll just expense it through the company. We'll just come out and we'll just like. I mean, because you spend so much money on marketing, like why not spend some money on just like actually meeting the people who buy your stuff? You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
no, that's awesome.
So that's what it's all about, man.
I like it, man. I think it's very cool. Well, it's awesome having you here.
I appreciate it.
Welcome to Super Training Gym, and good luck on your world tour there, buddy.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Take care.
Thanks for watching the last video, guys. If you want more content, be sure to subscribe, like, share it. Leave your comments below on what you thought. If you want to see more content from the strongest gym in the West, be sure to click up here. And if you guys want the best gear in the powerlifting game, all the strength sports, slingshot, right over here.